bad. Like I literally, man, I almost had the guy.
They're not so brave when they've got another sword.
No,
hey?
but
Oh, Mac, we're going to have to drop the most powerful console.
Oh wow, okay.
The Azure
Jeez.
Files.
Oh, hey, how's it?
Hey guys, welcome to the episode of the Azure Files. As you can see, we're at Comic-Con. The reason why we're here so early, you should see the queue outside.
Yeah.
Really hectic.
The queue outside is very, very long, but it's exciting because I think today's going to be a packed day, lots of excitement here, and it has been a phenomenal day yesterday already.
We had a great gaming day yesterday.
We are right on track. So we're in the gaming section of Comic-Con at the moment.
That's correct. So we thought, since we're gaming, we might as well do a Azure and gaming and Azure and game development.
Yes.
Now the cool thing about that is what we've noticed is that a lot of the concepts that we've covered in the previous episodes, scaled sets, load balancing, all that kind of thing, is actually applied into the gaming stuff, as we've noticed. Like I know you're pretty good with that.
Yeah, so I mean, we've been chatting to some gamers yesterday. We spoke to some gamers this morning already that have played games overnight, and they've been telling us a little bit of the stuff that they run when building and hosting their own servers and maps and all of that kind of stuff. And Azure seems to be quite the platform that they are liking at the moment. And we see that there's a lot of development into gaming now happening.
So I just got to stop you there. So as you can see, Hitman over here is actually in Azure. They actually run Hitman in Azure.
Yeah, there is a lot of technology here today. And I think that, from what we've discussed with some of the gamers yesterday, to run and test their games as a service has now become a big part of what they're doing.
That's it.
And it was all about for them how to pick the right platform to do that and all that kind of stuff. And with, the N-series virtual machines from...
That's it. The NVIDIA, the NV60 I think it is.
From Azure with the NVIDIA graphics cards and GPUs and all of that kind of stuff. It's made life a lot simpler and a lot cheaper. And inexpensive.
Inexpensive, that's right. And just talking about that, so they've actually deployed a script. So if you want to do gaming, so if you don't have a good rig at home, you can actually game in Azure.
You can.
And we've actually found a GitHub script that you can deploy into Azure that will set up your game machine for you, set up the latency, and do all that kind of cool stuff so that all you need to do, you can stream your game to, like I run a Mac at home, so I can stream from Azure to my Mac, and I feel like I'm playing the world's greatest powered rig.
Yeah, how does this work? Do we just deploy a template and run our game in Azure? No, we don't. So what we do is we build a virtual machine inside Microsoft Azure, and what that allows us to do is to host all the compute and graphics power in the cloud and literally just use your Mac or any laptop that you've got as a screen to display it.
That's it.
And I think that's phenomenal because I can't go and buy graphics cards to upgrade my machine all the time.
We're at Comic-Con, dude. You can do that.
I suppose I could, but I'm just saying, from a perspective of me just trying things out and testing things out, that's very important for us.
Yeah.
To make sure that we are able to do these things, run tests, build things, create. I think the society that we're in now is a lot of creative stuff. We've seen a lot of fantastic development work here.
That's it.
And it's all cloud-based because it now just allows them to do a lot more.
That's it. And speaking to a developer, one of the cool things, we're speaking to a guy yesterday, was so he wrote a game and he didn't have any hardware. So what was happening is as people were starting to purchase his game, in Azure they would scale out.
Yes.
So he actually didn't have to fork out, and then obviously when the game started dropping, guess what he did? He just switched off the virtual machines, no initial outlay, no nothing. So it grew as he required it, which is pretty cool.
I think it takes a lot of the investment out of the equation of building and creating and developing games. I think that the South African market has picked up tremendously in terms of development. I mean, we've seen a lot of digital art creations happening here, especially at Comic-Con yesterday. We're excited to see what happens today and what gets showcased. And I think that, when we have these conversations with people, it's all about how do we deliver it to people, what is the connectivity like, and obviously where do we host it. And I think from our experience on Azure, we definitely see a way forward for it.
That's it.
So it's definitely cool.
So guys, hope you do get to Comic-Con. I hope you do get through the gates. And whoever took the picture with us, a selfie, we hope you enjoy your T-shirt pack.
Yeah, we'll be catching up with Anthony later on, who's the ticket winner.
That's it.
We'd like to see what he's dressed as. And I think, it's going to be a fun day.
It's going to be a fun day.
But thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And please don't forget to subscribe.